This is Madhouse TV Mathematics class. Today we are going to look at substitution in formula. What is substitution in formula? This is replacing a letter or a symbol in a formula with a given value or with a given number. We are going to start that with the first question, which we can give by saying, let's look at this. If n raised to power 2 minus, let's say if n raised to power 2 minus 1 over n is equal to 4, we can simply say what? A. Express n in terms of m as the first question. Then the second question now says what? Find n when m is equal to, we can give it any value. Okay, let's say when m is equal to 12. So solution. What's the solution? First, we were to express n in terms of m. To express n in terms of m simply means we should make n the subject formula. To make n the subject formula means n will be standing alone on one side of the equation. Now let's look at that. N raised to power 2 minus 1 all over m equal to 4. What do we do? First, we are going to move our minus 1m to the other side of the equation, and when minus 1 over m crosses the equality sign, it changes to plus. So we now have what? N raised to power 2 is equal to 4 plus 1 all over m. Now what do we do next? We are going to remove the power in n. And how do we do that? To move the power in n here, we make the other side of the equation a square root. So this will give us what? Let's look at that. This will give us what? N is equal to the square root of 4 plus what? 1n. The square root of 4 plus 1n. So we have made what? N the subject formula, or we have expressed n in terms of what? M. This expression can also be written as this. We can look for the LCM of this. And what do we have? We have what? M. The LCM here is n. So we can simply say what? M times 4 will give us what? 4n. Plus m divided by m will give us what? 1. So our n can also be expressed in this form. So we have succeeded in doing what? In expressing n in terms of what? M. Now the next question is the substitution. It says that find n, we should find n when our m is equal to what? 12. What does that mean? It means wherever you are seeing m in this equation now, what do? Replace it with what? 12. That's the meaning of substitution. So we now say n square root, we have 4 times 12 plus 1 all over what? 12. That is the meaning of what? Substitution. So this will give us what? What do we have? 4 times 12 will give us what? 48 plus 1 all over 12. So 48 plus 1 all over 12. And that will give us what? What do we have? This will give us what? Let me put it here. We're going to have what? 49 over what? 12. So now we're going to look for the square root of 49 over 12. The square root of 49 over 12 basically will give us 2.02. We are going to take another example. Let's take another example. Example number 2. The relationship between the temperature in Fahrenheit F and Celsius C is given as F is equal to 9/5C plus 32. Now let's say we have a question like this and you were asked to do what? Find F when C is equal to, let's say, 40. Let's take another one. Find C when F is equal to what? 100. Question number 1. Solution. A. We want to look for F when C is equal to what? 40. We are looking for F when C is equal to 40. What does that mean? It means in our formula where we have 9/5C plus 32, wherever we have C, we are going to write what? 40 there. That's the meaning of to substitute. We replace the C with what? 40. So this will give us what? 9 times 40 all over 5 plus 32. So we can divide. 5 can divide 40. What are we going to get? When 5 divide 40, we are going to get what? 8. So we now have what? 9 times what? 8 plus 32. And what is 9 times 8? 9 times 8 is equal to what? 72 plus 32. So this will give us what? 2 plus 2 is what? 4. And 3 plus 7 will give us what? 10. So our answer, F is equal to 104. The second question says we should do what? Find the value of C when F is equal to 100. So what does that mean? It means in this case, the first thing we should do here, first, we should make our C the subject. Make C subject from our formula there. From our formula, F is equal to what? 9/5C plus 32. We are going to make C the subject. If we are making C subject, what happens? 32 will cross to the other side of the equation and it becomes what? Minus. So we now have what? F minus 32 is equal to what? 9/5 what? C. Then to pull our 9/5 from this side of the equation to the other side, what do? 9 is multiplying here, so we are going to divide this side by 9. And while 5 is dividing here, so we are going to multiply. So we are using the inverse of 9/5 to multiply. So what we have becomes F minus 32 times 5/9 is equal to C. Wherever we see F, we are going to replace it with what? 100. So F is now 100 minus 32, open bracket, 5/9 equal to C. 100 minus 32. 100 minus 32 will give us what? 68. So we now have 68 times what? 5/9 is equal to C. 5 times 8, we have 40. 0 carry 4. 5 times 6, 30. And 30 plus the 4 we carry, and that will give us what? 34/9 is equal to C. 340 divided by 9, and that will give us what? Our C will be equal to what? 37.8. 37.8.